Hello, Sonar family, and good Monday morning to you. Had praise had a praise gathering last night, and had really dialed in the toms with the G1s on tops and the uh, EC Rezos on the bottoms of the toms. They sounded a lot clearer and more open than those damned EC2s did. Those EC2s, they had a lot of bottom, but that was about the extent of it. They just, it was like a low pass filter on those things to a degree. All the brightness and brilliance was just killed. And I had also put an EC1 reverse power dot, reverse dot, whatever they call it, on the snare drum. Now, that snare head has been a winner for me for a lot of snare drums, and this Artist Bronze was not one of them. It sounded really good, but it just lacked something. So I put the UV1 on there, single ply coated head. I'm really liking the coating. I'm really liking the snap of this UV1. So, had a good evening gear wise with our gear, with our gig, our praise gathering. Got a lot of compliments on the drum set and especially the snare drum. And towards the end, I really tore it up a little bit. And some people were commenting they jumped at the end when I was kind of, I hate to say showing out, but it was into the thing, and the leader, the minister of music, the director, whatever you want to call it, he cued me to do my thing, and I did my thing, and got some reactions out of folks. Killer snare drum, and it really shouldn't be a surprise, and I shouldn't have waited this long to get this. I've had experiences with really enjoying cast drums starting back in '08. I bought a Gretsch cast steel 14 by 5 and really enjoyed it. It had a cinnamony sound to it. If you've ever owned or played one very much, you probably understand what it is that I'm describing. I have not experienced that particular sound with any other cast drums. Aluminum was a lot more dry and and very articulate. I wouldn't necessarily say more articulate, but extremely articulate. And the cast brass, I guess it was. Yeah, it was brass. It was also a Gretsch, and it reminded me to a degree of this, uh, of the Artist Bronze. But the Artist Bronze is just light years ahead of the Gretsch. I'm sorry, the Gretsch. Their lightning throw is brittle; it'll break. I had it happen in transit one time. The throw off of the butt plate sucks. If you ever unscrew the thing to the point that they can't, I guess they can't thread the pot metal. So they have to put the nut in there, but the nut doesn't fit into the butt plate. They have to grind it down, and then it takes holding everything a special way, get gravity working for you to get it all back together. Damn sure not something you want to play with and try to fix while you're prepping for a gig or something like that. Um, the artist bronze, I've still got a lot of work to do with it to get. I'm gonna work through a lot of drum heads. Really enjoyed the UV1 immensely. Um, in the EC1 Rezo or reverse dot, I should say, the EC1 reverse dot. Um, I would have thought would have been a winner, but it didn't work on that drum. So the UV1 is the winner right now. But I've got a ton of Evans heads in the closet, and I'm not above putting Remos back on it. I may just go with the Remo Ambassador coated like came on it just to see what happens. Um, but I'm going to cycle through these different heads. But so far, I am loving this drum. And is it my end all be all last snare drum purchase? If you know me, it is not. They may come out with something better. They may come out with something else. One day I may, it may just be time to make a change, and I may wind up going with a brass compressor and put the hellos on it. You just never know what I'm going to do. I never know what I'm going to do. I do think I'm going to have this snare drum a while. The SQ1s are for sale. and I've got a really good bite on them right now. As a matter of fact, I've sold my steel compressor, the one I was going to use for my experiments with the different hoops. Um, it's getting that time of the month. It's mid-month. It's after mid-month, and I've got things coming up, and I've got to make decisions and do some things. And um, you know, that was not something I had on my agenda to sell, but it worked out that I found somebody that needed it more than I did, and gave them a fair price mutually. And there's nothing wrong with only taking so much of a hit on a good item. Plus it had aftermarket heads on there, so it was little beefed up compared to the way I got it. Um, so it looks like either I'm going to use the Phil Rudd, which is up for sale right now too, even though it's not on Reverb. I'm gonna market it on one of the one of the Facebook channels. I'm sorry. Um, so it may come down to just using the artist bronze for the hoop experiments, which I've got no qualms with that at all. Really curious as to what the what the hella hoops are going to sound like on this particular snare drum, because it sounds so good right now, cross sticking. I mean, this thing sounds like a sample. I'm not kidding at all. Uh, anyway, let me move it along. We've kind of gotten bogged down here. I'm pretty tired as I'm recording this, so I apologize. You can probably hear it in my voice. You can probably see it in my eyes. And anyway, I'm about ready to go to bed. It's nighttime right now, and been a long day. Got up early, been at it. No nap. I usually nap in the afternoons. Didn't get a chance to do that either. Interviews, got Jonas Stegner from ST Drums. I've got him slated for this coming Saturday. If you're familiar with ST Drums, you might be interested to know a little bit more about the history than you may know. You may already know all this. Jonas talks a little bit about his part of the company now and what he does and likes to do and that sort of thing. Jonas is a super nice guy. I really enjoyed this, and I think you will too. Got other stuff sitting in the sidelines. Got Kevin Hernandez. He got pushed. The the Jonas Stegner interview, I'm giving a priority right now because he listed a couple of things in there that they've got for sale that aren't going to be there for long. And if my channel can help get plugged up with a couple of sales and maybe make a new connection, anyway, that's for that reason. I just want to go ahead and bump it up and get it on out. We are a week away from what will be a major interview for the channel. As long as nothing happens, um, noon next Monday, we're scheduled, and I can't wait to get this thing wrapped up and done. And there's a strong chance I'm going to get it out on the 30th. The only thing that may hold that up, I've got to find some things to do. I've been anyway, just time's moving on, and I got some obligations I've got to tend to. So it's going to cut into some of my content time if I do that. Um, so if the interview does happen at noon on the 25th, like is scheduled, hopefully I can get all the post production done and get it approved. I don't know if I need it approved or not yet. The artist will tell me at the time we do the interview. I'd like to have that out on the 30th. I really want to get that out kind of quick. That's going to be a good one. Um, halfway looking for sponsorship on that. I looked for sponsorship on one a while back and couldn't find anybody to bite. And I may give it another shot. Um, so anyway, got that going on. I'm sorry guys, I'm yapping. Let me wrap this up. I appreciate all of y'all that hang in there with me on these things. Um, I try to find something interesting to talk about when I do this, and I feel like I probably owe you an apology for wasting a lot of time this morning. And I thank you for all you do. Thank you for all your effort watching the interviews and the videos and all that. I'm going to let you have your day back, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you.